Kia ora Aotearoa, I'm Met Service meteorologist Andrew James here with a look at your weather for the next few days. But first, let's take a look at what's happened already over the course of Wednesday. We can see this really flat cloud over here with a ridge of high pressure bringing a pretty settling influence to Aotearoa's weather. Plenty of clear skies across the North Island and the South Island there, and that really does continue into the next few days as this ridge hangs on for a wee while. So we see over the course of the rest of Wednesday that we have this strong ridge here, bringing plenty of clear skies and light winds. A front out in the Tasman Sea making its way towards Aotearoa, but the ridge of high pressure really does keep that largely off the country, with just the very far south being affected there over the course of the next sort of 24 hours or so, with just the likes of Stewart Island and Fiordland getting some showers on Thursday morning. And speaking of Thursday morning, it's going to be pretty chilly. Clear skies, light winds means that we can lose a lot of heat from the land there, and so the likes of Taupo down to -1, and inland in the South Island as well, we're getting some zeros there as well. So quite a few places looking like a pretty chilly start to a clear Thursday. Looking at the rest of Thursday, though, that ridge of high pressure hangs on across the country, and we do have this front down south bringing some showers to the likes of Invercargill. As far north as about maybe Gore, but farther north than that, we're looking like just a bit of cloud, really. So looking across the North Island, we see a bit of cloud in the eastern side here, and we do have the odd shower up in this part of the map there. But those showers will be pretty few and pretty far between. You'd be pretty unlucky to get one there. And then the rest of this part of the country, inland there, looking like it's during the day, pretty fine, and then a bit of cloud building up inland in the evening there. Looking at the temperatures, we do have sort of low to mid-teens across the map, and then that cloud in the likes of the eastern part of the country bringing a bit of insulation there, meaning temperatures are not quite as cool as they could have been a few days ago under a clear sky. Then looking across the South Island, we start off with a bit of foggy, low cloud in this part of the map there, but that does burn off, and then over the course of the day, we're looking like largely fine conditions across the island there. But down south, that front does brush the very far south of the South Island, bringing some wet weather to the likes of Fiordland, Stewart Island, and inland parts of Southland as far north as about Gore. Farther north than that, you're going to stay dry. The temperatures there, mid to low teens there, and then getting down to maybe down to 0 overnight there for the likes of Mount Cook inland there. And then on Friday, a similar kind of story. We don't really have the front down in the South Island, but we still have this ridge of high pressure holding on, bringing generally settled conditions to all of the country. Late in the piece, we do have this warm front bringing a few showers to the very far south there, but probably after you're already tucked up in bed. And looking ahead to Saturday, starts to see this cold front here start to move up the South Island, but it goes pretty slowly. That ridge still does slow it down a bit. It does bring a bit of a dusting of snow to some of the higher passes there, but it's very late in the day, so for most people, even in the far south, you're going to have a fine day on Saturday there until that front reaches you. Well, that's it from me, but you can get all of your latest weather information at metservice.com.